Hey y'all. Mississippi surviving this thing. Hope everybody's doing well, having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day out today. It's a little warm. Well, not necessarily. I get the windows rolled up, that's why it's warm. But that's like as usual. This weather is pretty jumpy. It jumps around. Like last night, it was like 40 something degrees, and then it'll be like during the day 80 and drop all the way back down to like 39. So I don't really have any complaints about it, you know what I mean, because it keeps me from turning on the air conditioning and stuff of that nature. So that helps me out. So I don't have to worry about turning it on because I just turn the fan on and I'm good with that. But this weather is jumpy, to say the least. But oh yeah, which is good because it keeps me using my heaters, my homemade heaters I made up, and they work real well. I didn't realize how well they work until I really just, hey, let's fill this thing up full of fuel and get it going. My homemade alcohol heaters, they work really well, and I did a lot of tests on these heaters over the past month, actually, a month or so, a couple of months actually. And the heater, I mean, it will heat up until if I heat up two of them, because of course the more BTUs, the more heat. So if I heat two of them up, I can run the temperature. The temperature was 46 degrees outside last night, and actually a little lower. It was 41 at one point. And I ran both of these, and the temperature in the room was like it was 80 degrees, and it was still rising. Now this morning when I got up, it had dropped. Yeah, it had dropped down because one of them had went out because it had ran out of fuel. So I added some fresh fuel and turned it back on and pulled my curtains down or whatever. And that the temperature was up to like 87, 85, 87. And I was like, it's okay when you ain't got no bunch of clothes on, but when you getting dressed, nope. It gets pretty toasty. Instead of getting rid of heat, I just open up the rest of the house to it so it can flow through the rest of the house. But they work really well, and I enjoy them because they save electricity. It sure beats running a 1,500 watt electric heater, and that mother had an electric bill ridiculous. And this is funny to me because I haven't been using my electric heater at all, and it seems like my electric bill is going up. Now I ain't no mathematician, but if you're not running your heater and you just like watching TV or cooking, and even my cooking, I am cooking on a propane griddle in the house. So why is this bill about $200? Because they can charge you what they want. That's why they charge whatever they feel like charging. But I used to say all the time, ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, that's a lie. So again, currently I'm working on remodeling my other house. So when I'm done with that, I'll be moving that, and I'm customizing it to my liking, exactly the way I need it to be. Customizing it. Uh, the solar, I'm buying massive solar panels, so I'm gonna put in a huge solar array because I am not gonna keep paying. That's wasting money. I could be doing something else with it. Buying t-shirt, drawers, anything. I don't want to waste all my money on that. Got to be kidding me. So We finna get ready to ride, y'all. Listen. And I'm gonna get to my main point at hand. My main point at hand, why I got on this video in the first place. I haven't been making that many videos because I've been busy. And then I was wondering, did I even want to? Because there's certain stuff I don't even want to share no more. Because these people on this internet, they're stupid. So, I mean, it's just, folks just do weird, crazy stuff. But nevertheless, it is what it is. And I mean, I had some things with my account I was working on, trying to get straight. I mean, I could have had it done way before now. I didn't even have time to do that. And I finally made the time to straighten that out. So that's done. But my main objective today for talking to you guys today, I ain't gonna be out the game. I'm still gonna make videos and do what I gotta do. But my main issue, my main thing for you guys is how, oh no, not how, but you can have all the preps in the world. Hear me, purpose. Hear me now. You can have all the preps you want, have everything secured, laid down the way you want it, stuff straight. But you got one slight problem. What's that problem, Mississippi Survivor? Your health. That's the problem. And you know, I've been kind of keying into that a lot lately. If your health is garbage, you might not even be here. You should have prepped for nothing. Or you done prepped and somebody else gonna come in and just gonna take over it. Or it's gonna go to the state or whatever the case may be. But if your health is not good, if you got terrible health, or, I mean, some people, I'm not even gonna go that route. Because for some reason, I got a bad habit of putting an excuse out for people, and I'm not going to put out no excuse for nobody. Because everybody got a choice to make. And you can make the choices up to you. If you're going to do what you need to do to be healthy, do that. If you're not, then that's on you. But if you got terrible health and your health just, you know what you eating and all that crazy mess. I mean, whatever you eat, you eating it, it go in. That mess got to come back out you. You know what I mean? High blood pressure and freaking diabetes and all that stuff like that. Man, that ain't nothing to play with. So, my urge for you guys is to, we got a TikTok challenge out for something. We'll do a YouTube challenge. Get your health right. That's what you need to do. Challenge you to get your health together. Eat right. And trust me, I know because I'm doing it now. When you begin to eat right, you're going to feel different. You're going to have more energy. I know because I was eating crazy mess and going to sleep on the road and all this foolishness. Solar panel. I take solar panels and stuff with me when I go places. Solar panels, charger stations, all that type of stuff like that. I take it with me. But like I said, I was eating crazy, you know what I mean? Then I went to the doctor. You know, she said my pressure was up. Then she said. Then she turned around again. She said, "Hey, Mike." She said, "Hey, your blood pressure is up again." I'm like, "Hey." I'm acting like I don't know I'm eating stupid. So she tell me, she said, hey, look here. She said, I want you to come back to me in 3 weeks. She said, if you come back in the 3 weeks and your blood pressure's up, putting you on blood pressure pills. Some of the blood pressure pills seems kind of like, I ain't no fan of it at all. I just ain't. I feel like you kind of get addicted to that type of thing, so I don't really like it, like messing with it or doing it. I don't. I feel like you may. I may. I feel like I may. Let me correct that. I feel like I may, and I don't. I just don't want to do that. You know what I mean? When I got the willpower to just, hey, look, I'm gonna eat right. That's all she had to tell me. Pretty much. Somebody say, hey, this here is going to affect you, so you're going to either do this. Well, that's just like if I tell you, hey, look, if you don't stop eating sugar donuts, we're going to cut your leg off. What? Cut who leg? What? No more sugar donuts for me. That's how I feel about this whole thing. You ain't got to tell me what one time, so I'm like, no. So it's been like about a couple of weeks, and I feel 100% better, because I just eat baked chicken, air fried chicken. My sodium intake, I took my sodium intake down tremendously. I took it down so low that my food didn't taste like nothing. So I found some different type of vegetable seasonings and things like that. Then they got a no salt seasoning, but you gotta be careful with that too. You gotta read that too, because sometimes if it's got MSG in it, that's the same thing. So you gotta make sure it don't have either in it, MSG or salt. So I'm gonna go ease to a certain amount of salt. But when I'm trying to get the pressure leveled out the way it should be leveled out, then I try to cut it all the way out as far as I can. And I promise you guys, that's before you start. If you're a person that you're not prepping, but you finna start prepping, start on yourself first. My advice to you, start on yourself. Because this is a differential. And, hey, well, if we getting this food for prepping and these canned goods and blah, 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 that's not good for you. That's different. That's in a dire situation. That's different. That's what that is for. You know what I mean? You can rotate out and eat if you want, but then you got to know how you're eating and how much to eat. You got to read these labels. You know what I mean? A lot of people perish for just lack of knowledge because they won't look or read nothing. And expect better. You can't. Your health ain't just going to be great on its own. You gotta do what you need. I ain't gonna even say exercise. A lot of people be talking about exercise. I don't have a problem exercising or strength training or anything like that. I've done it many times in my life before. I mean, that's a whole nother story. I had to take you all the way down the rabbit hole. I was cut and bumped and all that right there. But my point is, you don't really have to weight train, anything like that. Just your normal daily activity is enough exercise anyway. And eating right, you're gonna see a tremendous change in your body structure. I'm gonna tell you how I know. because my skin color actually was getting brighter, and I was like, huh, because it was dark around the eyes and different places like that. And then when I started eating right, my skin color started lightening back up. And I'm like, wow, this health thing is a serious, serious thing. And it's not to be taken lightly, because one thing I know, that blood pressure is not a joke. It'll take you out of here in a second. It'll take you out of here. And it's honest, I mean, it ain't no warning. There ain't no warning for it. It's just, there it is. So that's something I advise guys. I mean, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta excuse me for talking while I'm driving and talking, and I'm looking out. Well, I gotta look out the window. I look down every now and then at you guys, but I'm looking at the window for the most part because I'm trying to drive here, headed to another destination. Yeah, so what I eat, I mean, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to eat. They eat want to eat, but I just do baked chicken. I do vegetables and things of that nature. Vegetables, fruits, stuff like that. And I'm actually I'm gonna cut back on some of the fruits too, because of the sugar, natural sugars that it has. I'm gonna try to cut back on that if I can. I'm gonna try to cut back on that too. Carb for a reason of having any carbs and things like that. So just trying to be careful with what I'm doing. But hey, I think I can run 20 extra more miles faster than I was a month ago. So yeah, that's one of my things. Y'all definitely need to try to look after your health. Your health is very important. But without good health, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you having some kids and then you eat stupid and your health raggedy, and then how you gonna be around for the kids to take care of the kids and do what they need to do? I don't want to be 40, 50 years old and you can't even do nothing. You already on a walker, on a wheelchair and all that right there. That's just stupid. I mean, you ain't got to be on it. Don't be on it. Some people on it because of the choice they make. I mean, some people can't help it and some people can. I mean, but if you can and you ain't doing nothing about it, then I'm like, I don't understand. I call it a mind game. Just sit there, it looks good. There's a lot of stuff look good, but you take everything that look good to you might come away with something you don't want. See what I mean? So, God is the regulator of life and how long you're going to be here. So, for me, He also gave us choice. So, my choice is to eat right so I can be here as long as possible. So I can prep and enjoy the preps. Because I know folks that prep and don't use none of it. I'm like, why you got all this stuff in the bag? You ain't been in that bag since 1920. You don't know what's in that bag. It might be dust in that mud, spider webs, you don't know. Because you ain't been in that either. See, pull that stuff out and use it. So, you know what? It didn't happen to me before. So I can talk about it. You can't go in there and use and put some, and have a bunch of stuff prepped up and then don't use none of it. Then when you go ready to use it, then you don't even know how to use it because you ain't never used it. Or it didn't work. I went in there one time to try something that didn't even work. That taught me a lesson. I said, I ain't leaving nothing in no box brand new no more. I'm taking it out the box and I'm going to use it because when that time comes, you get ready to use it, they trouble don't work. They throwing chicken sandwiches in the street or whatever you want to call it. It's too late to go to the store then. You can't go. You can't go. You can't check it out. You can't do nothing. It's just broke. You just screwed. So practice your preps. Take your preps out, check them, use them on a daily basis, man. Use them. I got 2 power stations in this truck right now. I found me a reason to use them. I said, okay, I know what I'm using for. Are you out? How many times has happened to you? You out somewhere and you need to test something, but you ain't got nothing to test it with because you in the car and you ain't got no 120 or nothing to plug up to even check it. So you got your power station. All you got to do is plug your power station up and check it. That's why I told them with me everywhere I go. Never know. Like I prep my meals for 3-4 days to eat. So say I want to cook something while I'm out, or I want to use like a crock pot in the car, 12 volt or whatever, and cook some food. I can't cook no food if I ain't got nothing to cook it with. And see, that will hurt a lot of people right there too. They don't have meal prep. They don't prep their food, have no type of meal prep. And when you ain't got no meal prep, guess what's gonna happen? You going to McDonald's, you going to the nearest burger joint and get you something to eat. So always try to have some type of, oh Lord, before driving crazy. 18 wheelers flying. Try to have some type of meal prep. You got a meal, prep your meals, cook you your healthy food, prep your meals for the whole week. If you can't prep for the week, if you can't prep for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, something like that, go ahead and prep that stuff up, have it ready to go. The fruits, bag it up, already have it in the freezer. All you gotta do is grab that set out for the day, that set for tomorrow, and you good to go, because that way I put my stuff in the car, just leave it in there. I prep it, and I get it out of the freezer for the day. I put it in the car, just let it stay in the car when I'm ready to eat. I go use a microwave at whatever job I'm at, and boom, there it is. And if you don't do that, you're gonna be prone to going out somewhere else and eating something that you're not supposed to eat. There's a lot of greasy foods, and I was just looking around where I stay, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, everything around here is fried and greasy. I couldn't find but one place that had grill. One place that had grill food. But it's all good though. One place that had grill food. But I said it's cheaper if I just fix my. I can what I pay to get they one grilled chicken sandwich or whatever that is, or they meal. I can prep up for the whole week. I can get a pack of drumsticks for $6. Cook the whole pack, break it up into meals. Go to Walmart, get some frozen vegetables. Cook your frozen vegetables as you cook a bag or whatever, a bag at a time. Split that stuff up and make you some meals out of it. Have it already ready to go. You know what I mean? You know you work late, go take your food, your meat out in the morning. So when you get home, your meat ready. All you gotta do is cook. Cook it, prep it, put it up. Just like a video. It's a whole video. Cook it, prep it, put it up. But I'm gonna break my solar panel, I promise. That mother slide. I'm gonna let it stay down until I get on going. I hate to break it. That thing cost too much money. Yeah. But anyway, people. Like I said, I was out the loop for a few minutes. I had some stuff I had to take care of. And how many people know you can't put everything on here? Some stuff you gotta keep private. So I made the decision on certain things not to even do at all. And I was trying to also determine what content I'm gonna share and what content I'm not gonna share, because times is a little crazy right this minute. Period is crazy. So I feel like some stuff just keep to yourself. and then share the other content that you need to share. I still got some more stuff on my product review. I did some upgrades to my portable generator. I got some more. I got quite a bit of content coming up. I just had to get back in, handle what I need to do, and get back in the loop. So I ain't gonna hold you guys up. I done hit my next destination coming up on me right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later in the next video. In the next video. Oh. All right, y'all. Mississippi Survivor, please take heed. Please take care of yourself. Please do something about your health so you can be here. If you don't care about yourself, care about somebody else, or care about your kids. Because there's somebody counting on you somewhere. And if you're not here, then they're going to be in trouble. So think about them. If you don't want to think about yourself, think about them and do it for them if you don't want to do it for you. Mississippi Survivor, I love you guys, and I'm out.